Hey everyone, and welcome to Quick Review, where I've given up on AAA games in favor of letting Steam control my life. I'm going to be taking a look at Dawn of Man, a game I've never heard of, but Steam threw it in my face. Dawn of Man is a solid 7 out of 10. Coming into this, I had no idea what to expect. Dawn of Man was advertised as a simulation game that puts you in the cave age and has you build and develop a society through the ages. Honestly, Dawn of Man delivered on exactly what it says it is, which I feel is becoming more and more rare nowadays. At its core, Dawn of Man has you start off with small tribes that are nothing more than a couple of huts. You command your people to hunt, gather, or build. It sounds pretty simple, and at first, it is. Tell some people to fish, tell some other people to gather sticks, and send a few people over to hunt some unsuspecting deer. Then you'll start to unlock some technology that lets you gather more efficiently, store your meats and foods so they last longer, and slowly but surely you expand your village. As you build more huts and maintain your food surplus, you'll have more and more people randomly join your village. This is great because it means you can build more, gather more, and continue to expand. Okay, so what's the catch? Well, as you expand your technological abilities, you'll initially think that things would just get easier and easier. However, expanding technology comes with huge logistical burdens. Got to the point where you can grow your own food? That's cool. But if you grow too much food, your people won't be hunting, and there's this funny thing about agriculture. When winter hits, your crops stop growing. So if you relied completely on agriculture, you're going to quickly run out of food in the winter from lack of stored meat, and your village of 70 people is probably going to be cut in half as villagers quite rapidly die of starvation. Alright, well, let's just keep hunting then. Who needs grains and vegetables when you can just eat meat all the time? Nope, it's not that simple. As you progress through the ages, you've been killing a lot of animals. At this point, there are either less animals, or the animals have learned to stay as far away from your village as possible. I honestly don't know if this is intentional, but as I progressed, I saw less and less animals to hunt, and that felt really cool. There's a level of thought put into this game that genuinely makes it engrossing. I'm not a huge fan of sim games, but I genuinely appreciate the level of detail the developers put into this game. The number of ways your villager can die if you're inattentive enough is really great. Did you forget to make extra clothing? Your older villagers might die of hypothermia. Sent someone far off to gather some minerals? Better watch out for those mountain lions. Wanted to hunt that stranded baby mammoth? Daddy mammoth ain't gonna like that too much. Dying from disease, old age, starvation, animal attacks, other settlements sending raiders to your village, hypothermia. There's a lot to worry about, and it just gets more and more difficult as the game progresses to manage and deal with everything that could happen. There are even some moral decisions thrown in there. Did you domesticate a bunch of dogs and other animals? Well, they have mouths to feed too. Forgot to plan for winter? Well, now you'll have to decide if you want to slaughter your animals to feed your people. It honestly upset me a little when I had to kill a dog for meat after my poor planning led to my people starving. That's not necessarily a complaint. If a game can give you a choice based on your bad decisions that genuinely makes you feel, that's a good game. This isn't to say the game doesn't have faults. Graphically speaking, the game is definitely lacking. You have a large world you can fly over and explore, but the graphic quality is on the lower end of modern games. Sometimes I wish that I could have sped the game up more. As it stands, you can run the game at 1x, 2x, 4x, or 8x speeds. However, when you're building a village and just waiting to gather food or construct tools, 8x can feel like it isn't even enough. There weren't any bugs I experienced to speak of, but the AI seemed a little questionable at times. I was once attacked by a bear that got stuck in the water, and slowly died as my villager threw a spear at it. Anyways, that's Dawn of Man, And I have to say, I've left a lot of aspects of this game out of this review, intentionally. For me, one of the best aspects of Dawn of Man was constantly discovering new interactions in the game and new technology. There's just so much to learn and discover. I genuinely don't know if I was playing this game efficiently either. It took me hours of playtime to get my population to 77 people before it was completely eradicated by starvation. Is that good? Is that bad? I have no idea, and it doesn't matter, because I spent that time discovering things that made me truly appreciate this game. If you looked at this game and thought it might be interesting, but you were on the fence, go check it out, you'll love it. If you're not into sim games, I get it, you may not enjoy this. But if you want to dive into a well-executed Stone Age sim game, this is an incredibly solid choice. And don't forget, this is just in my opinion. If you feel like I left something out, disagree, or just want to suggest a game for me to review, leave a comment. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and check back weekly for more reviews.
Hmm.